Alright, I'm out here in front of all the nightclubs in Daytona. Actually, let's see if we can do a little panorama. People out in front of nightclubs, cabs driving by. Anyway, ignore the weird music from the Greek pizza, beer, and ice cream restaurant. You know, pizza and beer is an ice cream. That's very Greek. I reject your reality and substitute my own. So let's start with how I got boned today. I'm just crossing over from the beach side. I'm down in Daytona, a little south on Daytona. And I get called all the way up to Ormond. Way up in North Ormond to the hospital, way the hell up there. And we're talking not a short drive. Took maybe a gallon of gas to get up there. So I'm distracted by the scantily clad girls around here. I think I might be getting a run. No, maybe not. So we get up there and there's nobody there. Apparently some lady called in for her son, who's supposed to be standing outside because, you know, he couldn't call for a cab for himself, so he had to have his mommy call. But nobody there. I went into the ER, I went to the main thing, nothing. Of course, they're yelling at me over the radio saying, you're lazy, you're not looking for him. I'm like, well, I got out of the cab and I went in and asked for whatever. Dude wasn't there. So, to make up for that call, they give me something way the hell down in South Daytona. Like, that took 2 gallons of gas to get from where I was at down to the place. And then I get there, and the chick doesn't even know where she lives. Like, she gave the wrong address. And the phone number that they gave when I tried to call it, it's like, you know, due to the blah, 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 they can't accept incoming phone calls, which means they didn't pay their bill. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm driving all through this, like, retardedly made apartment complex where, like, nothing makes any sense. And, like, I finally get to the apartment that they said they're at, 2108, and I'm like, nobody's answering the door, and I'm not in radio range. I had to use my phone, and I'm calling up, and they're saying, yeah, she's right there, you know, I'm on the other line with her. I'm like, well, she's an idiot then, you know, all this kind of stuff. They tell me I'm in the wrong apartment complex. I leave, I look, nope, I'm in the right apartment complex. I go back in, I take a picture of the door, and I send it to my dispatcher. I'm like, look, I'm on fire. I'm like, look, I'm in the right place. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Finally, they give my phone number to her, and she calls my phone, and she's like, no, I'm in 2018. I'm like, you dyslexic piece of... So, anyway, so I get her, and then she's all sweet, peaches and cream. But she went a long way, so it almost made up for all the money that I lost driving around. Then I've been sitting over here on the beachside just waiting for, like, stuff. There was a concert here, and, like, A1A became a parking lot, essentially. So finally I get a call, and I'm like, yay, I get a call, and they're like, go way the hell to Ormond by the Sea. That's even further away than the hospital was. So I'm like, oh god. So, and I figure they're just like going to go around the corner. It's going to be something where I'm going to use 3 gallons of gas to go find these people, and they're going to want to go 15 feet, which happens. Yes, people do that, and they don't tip. It's insane. So I get up there, and like these 4 really, really pretty girls get in the cab. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, like, where are we going? We're going to Razzles. Well, Razzles is right on the other side of the camera where I pointed at. That's Razzles. So I was like, yay, all right, sweet. And I get to be back where I'm going to be sitting anyway, so they paid for me to drive back. So the conversation gets weird real fast. Like almost immediately we're talking about strip clubs and the fact that I work at a strip club, and they're asking if, like, you know, what kind of guys use strip clubs and all kinds of stuff. And like real fast the conversation got on to kids, turn this off right now. Don't watch any further. If you're a child, stop, turn it off. Go watch Blue's Clues or whatever kids watch. Alright, they're gone. Blowjobs, oral sex. They're just like these 4 girls are just sitting there just asking like candid questions about oral sex, and like, oh my, I'm like, well, I don't. It was such a weird conversation, but it was funny, and they were funny. So anyway, hopefully I'm going to pick them up later on, so I can give a ride back because they tipped well and it was a decent sized run. So then I'm sitting around just waiting again, and I get a call to go down a little bit down south in Daytona, and so I start driving, and there's a car next to me with no headlights on, and like everyone's flashing his headlights at him, and he's like giving the finger to anybody who drives by and flashes their headlights at him, but not turning his headlights on. And then there's a car in front of me, and the car in front of that car is just like stopped dead, and we're flying up on it, and like, so I start slowing down, The car in front of me like locks up their brakes, comes to a stop like this far away, lays on the horn, and then, you know, the first car like creeps forward a little bit, and now they're like going like 5 miles an hour on a 35. So we've all slowed down. Well, everyone's starting to accelerate again. The car in front of me is like, F this, cuts around it, and slams right into the car with no headlights on. Just boom, and bounces off of that car and smashes into the car in front of him. I'm like, what's up with the bumper cars? And then right then I get over the radio. 11, have you picked up yet? I'm like, no, man, I'm watching people play bumper cars here on A1A. I'll be there when I can. Like idiots. I drive around, I pull up, and it's 4 gorgeous little girls. I mean, I say little girls because I'm pretty sure they just used fake IDs to get in there. But they're all like cheerleader types, you know? Apparently tonight is the night of the pretty girls. I'm not going to complain, you know? And they reek of pot. I mean, just absolutely reek of pot. And of course, when we get in the cab, here I'm going to show you something. When I turn the meter on, it starts at 420. So, as soon as we get in, they're like, hey, 420. I'm like, yeah, I know. And then they're like, you know, no, we're 19. Why would we make fake IDs to say we're 19 instead of 21? I'm like, because I don't believe you're 19, let alone 21. No one else will. And immediately they're like, well, we're cute, so we can do what we want to it. So I'm fairly certain they're under 18. Whatever, I don't care. You know, they tipped really well, and they loved, they loved talking to me, and you know, made fun of other people who were driving and stuff. So hopefully they're gonna also use me to pick me up when they get done. So, and I'm still sitting here where I dropped them off because who knows what other kind of crazy stuff is gonna happen. I mean, you know, people walking around, place is relatively busy. Plus, this is a one-way street, and on a regular basis, I get to watch someone drive the wrong way up it. So I'm just waiting for the next time that happens. So, perpetually waiting for an accident and lots of money. DJ Tiny Tim signing out.